Welcome back to episode 10 of my Age of Wonders 3 starting army only challenge. I have just killed the second AI out of the 5. The Draconian Rogue is here, so let's take a look at this. So I killed them in a siege battle that was quite easy. Again, we're at level champ 7, 145 health. Some champ 7s here. 126 health on Storm Spirit. Just takes forever to kill them. It's really great. So this was easy peasy. Took them out, and that was not hard. Took them out, and that was not hard either. That was not hard. Let's see, is any... Okay. So this was a city siege, so I had to be careful here, since they have a lot of range damage, and cold damage is not one of the channels that I have good immunities to, right? I have the 60% on the Dreadnought. So my thing here is that this, I want to have him waste all his mana first, right? And I have Dispel, thankfully, so I want him to keep trying to debuff my units, and I'll keep dispelling them all day. So, you know, throwing out Hornet Swarm. But again, that's okay, because my heal resuscitates every second or third turn, and all of my folks, a lot of my folks have healing, so no problem. So just having him waste his mana, gathering some people out here, and I think I'm going to chip away at them here. So I can get the stun down. Again, with the Seeker Howl, pretty good damage, and so I'm just going to do this and also distract them out there. So we'll have them get a little distracted there, keep them separated, and just rinse and repeat, right? So nice and cautious, making sure the AI doesn't get so freaked out that they leave the walls and then I need to deal with them all at once, but just enough that they feel like they're doing a decent job firing from their side of the walls. So that's what we're going for. So I'm just healing, shocking, chipping damage, and eventually the leaders who's casting spells from afar, their mana is running out, at which point I can put up my battlefield spells, I can put up my buffs, and they won't get disjuncted with Dispel, right? So we'll see when that is. We're already on round 8, so now I'm like, okay, they won't dispel stuff, so I'm going to start putting buffs on my Dreadnought in particular. That was some pretty decent damage. And I'm like, whoa, this is, I don't want my Theocrat to be taking this damage, because he does the Divine Justicars thing. Though he has his own resurgence band, but I'd rather keep him safe and healthy, so buff him up. So the resistances, they are good. That's fine. So much health anyways. So the resistances are really good at keeping down the poison, but mostly cold damage. Though the occasional frozen debuff was annoying. So taking them back, it's getting a little too hot. There's a lot of guys at the walls. He's frozen up there. He's in for a bad time. So I'll see you on the other side of Divine Justicars, no problem. Doing some buff ups. So you can see that reduces physical so much because of all the stacks of chilling, but it's no problem because they're all magic, and it's 17. Right, so they just took a ton of punishment, decided to summon Siege Engine at this point, which they love going against, firing on the siege. Just tossing. Lots of experience, right? Milking all the experience from this. Emergency repair, I have an item that I was able to use to emergency repair that because I want to get a good hit in. So I think I'd do that soon here. But, you know, yeah, not too much because the wall's in the way. But it was a good thought. I thought it was going to be good, but when I checked the tooltip for the damage, it's like, wow, it's really underwhelming. So this is going to get destroyed. Boom. But it's okay. So again, you have some ranged person turn into a bear to heal up, but then they can't do any ranged damage, so it works for me. Lovely debuffs on that Theocrat. Lovely debuffs. And constant critical hits, right, with how strongly happy they are. Pulling some guys away to the northern wall. Yeah. So you can, they're doing less damage. They have fewer guys alive. I just keep taking them out one by one. Let's pause for a second and look at some of the stats of people. So 2417, 100% fire protection from the guarded by flame that he put on himself, and 100% shock protection. The cold's only 60%, of course. 17, 19, very respectable. And those 17 from the touch of faith, and the 14 here. And this dude's dead. And this person out here, 11, but a respectable 16. Yeah, so this plays out, but at this point I have a pretty good handle on things. So just cheesing the AI, stopping them from using their superior numbers to do anything. And again, hasty plundering stuff as we go, having scorched earth on stuff as I go behind to make sure someone can't take it back, then hold it again. Keeping a close eye on looking for leaders, right? So for 1, 2, 3, for these remaining 3 things, 2 of them have capitals here and 1 is underneath. I'm just trying to spot their leader because I know where their capital is, right? So it's better to kill the leader and then make it to the capital, because at least even if they have a chance to respawn, they'll be in the area of the capital, and when you're invading, the AI prioritizes defending the capital, including with their leader. And so I'm trying to first find a leader, coax them out, go into their territory, run around a little bit until I find their leader, kill them, and then go for the capital. That's been what I've been trying to do, and it's worked pretty well so far. So yeah, and is there any other artifact stuff we haven't talked about? I don't think so. I think we're all up to speed. So this has been episode 10. I'll see you in episode 11.